Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah? Sorry, we're okay. Now how's that? Okay, I can hear myself better. Already technical problems, right? Thank you, Policy Link, for that moment. And I want to welcome you to this moment, your moment, our moment, the 2016 Regions 8 and 10 Community Action Network Symposium. I'm Mary Lee, and I am one of your hosts for the next 2 days. I want to just share a few thoughts with you, both based in the video we just saw and just some reflections that we have been doing here as we planned, as the Conference Planning Committee worked to provide this opportunity for you. Given the realities of our world, we are doing good work, really good work. And if that were our only concern, doing good work, we would do a virtual mic drop and walk off, right? But once we turned around and picked it back up, because we know our work isn't done yet, inequity, lack of opportunity, violence still plague our communities, I think we then start to ask ourselves two questions. The first is, given our current good work, sometimes in spite of every challenge and every barrier, you know this, live this every day, can we do better? And as the world changes around us, can we change with it in order to continue to do good work? If our collective answer to those two questions is yes, and I think it is, then the next big question becomes how. And how is probably the most critical question for you to reflect on over these next two days. Welcome to 2 days of questions. Simple questions, hard questions, challenging questions, questions where there isn't any clear notion of an answer yet. And we might come up with some answers these next 2 days, and we might not. We believe that the answers to how we can be better lie in approaches that focus less on rules, regulations, restrictions, how we've always done it, how we can't do it because, and more on liberation, innovation, hope, and love. And I don't use those words in an esoteric, emotional sense. I use it in a real, tangible meaning of what it means to show up with love and innovation and hope every day in our work. And I think you all know about that, actually. We're proposing nothing less than remaking the way we see ourselves, our movement, the community action movement, and most importantly, how we see those living on a low income in our communities. From people who are broken, needing fixing, to people who are incredibly resilient and capable. From those who are deserving and those who are not, to humans who with absolutely unalienable right to have their basic needs met no matter what their circumstances, decisions, or situations. We, the Conference Planning Committee, have worked to create a space that I think is too often a rare space, where we can think, discuss, learn, examine, play, and yes, have fun. You're going to hear things that you may agree or disagree with over these next 2 days. What you do with in this space is entirely up to you. I encourage you, those who know me, I love a good buffet smorgasbord, right? Where everything is just out there in front of you and you walk down and you can take a little of this and you can take a little of that. You want dessert for dinner, you're going to have it. Think about these 2 days as the buffet to end all buffets in terms of our work to end poverty. Take what attracts you, what you feel hungry for, and leave the rest. You're not going to agree with everything that's going on here, and you may seriously disagree with what you're going to hear in these next 2 days. Every table's got a pile of sticky notes. Just quickly grab one. I heard that, oh no. Don't worry, don't worry. Jackie, I heard that. Perhaps you'll start your opt-in, opt-out meditation right now. So what I want you to do is to think about your own expectations for your participation over the next 2 days, and I want you to write a number on that sticky note from 1 to 5 that is reflective of your expectations for your participation over the next 2 days. 1 being, yeah, I'm here, I'm going to listen, but I'm fairly limited participation. The other 5 I'm here, I'm firing all its cylinders, and I am in, deeply in, all right? Be honest, don't need to share it with anyone else. Keep that sticky on the inside of your brochure and pamphlet for the next 2 days. And I invite you to take a look at it every so often as you're going through the next 2 days. When you're feeling tired, where you're feeling like I'm not dealing with this, I don't like this, or I'm super excited, take a look at it and just see how accurate you were from this moment throughout the rest of the 2 days. And if you need to do a little adjusting to ramp up your expectations or your participation in order to meet those expectations, or you need to change your number because you need to be in a different place, I invite you to do just that. Your table is your workplace. If you find that you've landed in a great place and staying with your table mates is where it's at for the next 2 days, you should do that. If you are interested in moving around from table to table to table at every opportunity for the provocative question, you should do that as well. It's up to you. We're not going to do a fruit basket upset or force you to move. Think about being at which table and how that's going to help enhance your experience. All right, there's one more exercise, and then we're going to get right into the meat of it. Take another sticky note. Again, those of you who know me know I love the sticky note. They are here for you to use, to enjoy, to deeply engage with. All right, you got your sticky note? All right, this is going to be a little speed dating thing, all right? This is, again, we're just mixing it up here. You have 1 minute, all right? 1 minute to draw, not write, to draw you portraying your secret superhero power. All right? You're going to draw you as your secret superhero power. Go. 1 minute. This is not meant to be art class. This is not judgment. You're just going to sketch it out however you like it. 1 minute. You got 30 more seconds. I love the laughter. All right, now at each of your tables, present your sticky note and introduce yourself to the people who are sitting right here, right now. Go. I love who's ever laughing over there. All right. If you haven't had a chance to get all the way around the table, make sure you've got everyone introduced at your table. How was that for folks? People fear a little nervousness at drawing? That's good. That's good. You want to feel a little bit on the edge, a little bit out of your comfort zone. If that's where you find yourself for the rest of the 2 days, I can guarantee this is going to be a productive and enjoyable time for you. And if you're a little bit too far out of your skis, dial it back. And if you're not enough out there where you're feeling that little bit of uncomfortableness, see where you can push yourself. I'll invite you again with a choice to either put your secret superhero person on your name tag and introduce yourselves as we go through the day, or put it in your inside of your book, and it'll be there to remind you that maybe in a moment where you don't know what you think about something, that your secret superhero power is what's going to help you get through that moment of uncomfortability or confusion. Now it's my pleasure to introduce a dear friend, a mentor, someone who I look up to and admire, colleague, Beverly Stein, who is the Senior Fellow at the National Policy Consensus Center at Portland State University. Beverly is one of those people who is both head smart and heart smart. She was part of the conference planning committee to make this event happen for you, and I'm so, you'll be seeing her a couple of times over the course of the next 2 days, but so happy that she's here and able to introduce our keynote. Beverly.